Hi, I'm DaRocha and this is Baker's Insight. Today we got a little special treat for you. We're on site at Montclair Bread Company with owner and head baker Rachel Crampsey. She's given us the pleasure to come in here and make what's kind of been a cult following a little bit for you, the donut. How did you get into the baking world, so to speak?
You know, I've been in it since I was really little because my grandmother made wedding cakes for a living.
Okay.
So when she was decorating a cake, she'd give me a paper plate to decorate, you know, to help. And I literally learned how to write my name with a bag of pastry or buttercream before I could use a pencil.
So you're born into this.
Born into it, yeah. Not bread, but the baking world in general.
Excellent. When did you start Montclair Bread?
In May 2012.
And you started bread baking first.
Yes. Yes.
And then the donuts took off.
And then the donuts took off. So, you know, my skill set is for artisan breads. It's kind of what I really love to do. It's what I'm really comfortable doing. And one of my favorite doughs to make is a brioche dough, because you get to feed the butter in a little bit at a time. It's like going to the pond and feeding the ducks. You know, you just have to wait.
Right.
And so the donuts are really just an extension of the bread.
Today we're going to make a filled donut?
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
So it's a brioche dough that we start with. So where do we go with that?
Well, so we make a brioche dough, and we actually use a pre-ferment in the brioche dough. So each dough has a biga. And basically, instead of retarding the dough in bulk overnight, which we lack the refrigeration space for, we kind of cheat the process a little and use this biga that's been fermenting for 12 hours. Once it's mixed, it rests for about a half an hour. We fold it, rest for another half an hour, and then we divide it. The other style that we make and that we've kind of become known for is we punch a hole, and it's slightly bigger than like the standard donut hole would be, and then it has this interior that you can fill, so it's kind of like a pie. Once it's divided, it proofs for an hour to 2 hours. Everything we do is ambient because the process is slow. So rather than rushing it by throwing it in a proof box, we let everything rise slowly. It doesn't have to be a flat piece of dough in order to make, you know, a puffy round donut. You basically make rolls and fry them. The different glazes, you know, and like I said, I wasn't trained in donut making. I'm an artisan bread maker. So it was a lot of trial and error, figuring out the different glazes and fillings and how everything goes together. So some donuts like to be glazed when they're hot, and others want to be completely cool before you glaze them. Just like some of the glazes, like the chocolate has to be warm for you to glaze it, but you know, the vanilla glaze has to be cool, so it just kind of
you just learn, you kind of learn as you way.
The hard way, yeah.
All right, so Rachel gave us a wonderful summary of how she makes her donuts every day. We took brioche dough, we rounded it, we had this little indent, we cut out a piece of the one donuts, the other donuts stayed as the brioche bun. They proofed, we threw them in the fryer, filled them, glazed them, made them delicious. And you know, we got a chance to try them, and understandably why they're such a cult following for them. Rachel, we'd like to thank you again for letting us in and giving us a sneak peek of this wonderful bakery you got. And if you're ever in Montclair, come visit Montclair Bread Company at 113 Walnut Street.